Today's story takes place in a small highway town in northern Utah. This area is so desolate that apart from a few old houses, fields of tall grass, and dense forests, there is nothing else around. My house was also located outside of town on a secluded 40-acre plot of land. I worked from home, so I rarely went out. One evening, around 6 p.m., I went to a grocery store in town to pick up some household supplies. The store wasn't very crowded. I was just looking for my items when suddenly my eyes fell on a man. He was staring at me incessantly. At first, I thought it might just be a coincidence, but a little while later, I saw him again in a different aisle. This time, he was standing close to me, only 5 or 6 feet away. Without picking up a single item, he was just staring blankly right at me. I felt really weirded out. I quickly took my groceries to the counter, paid the bill, and headed toward my car in the parking lot. As I was loading my bags into the trunk, I saw that man one more time. He was standing between 2 cars, looking right in my direction. He didn't have any groceries in his hands. What a weirdo, I thought to myself, started my car and headed for home. It was night by now, and the dirt roads were completely submerged in darkness. Upon reaching home, I started bringing the groceries inside. But when I stepped out to grab the last few bags from my car, my eyes fell upon a truck parked far out in the field. The truck's headlights were off. My house is on private land, so that truck was parked right on my property. I thought maybe a tired highway driver had stopped there to spend the night. I didn't disturb him, put the groceries away, and went to sleep. But it must have been around 2 or 3 a.m. I woke up. I got out of bed to use the bathroom. As soon as I opened my bedroom door, I heard a strange sound coming from downstairs, a faint creaking sound, as if someone was walking on the wooden floor. I walked to the end of the hall and looked down the stairs. The whole house was in darkness. Only a little moonlight was filtering into the kitchen window. That's when my breath caught in my throat. Downstairs, a shadow was moving against the hallway wall. Someone had broken into my house. My heart started pounding violently. I quietly tiptoed back into my room, closed the door without making a sound, and called the police on my phone. There was silence for the next 5 minutes, and I thought maybe he had left. But then the sound started again, the sound of very slow, deliberate footsteps inching towards the living room. About a minute later, the police cars arrived. I heard the sound of footsteps running downstairs and someone fleeing the house. Fortunately, the officers caught him before he could reach his truck. When I saw him, my blood ran cold. It was the exact same man who had been staring at me in the grocery store. He had been stalking me since then, and the most terrifying part was he had a weapon. He hadn't tried to steal anything from the house. He didn't even have a bag. He had come solely for me. If I hadn't woken up to use the bathroom that night, imagining what could have happened to me is truly terrifying.